Hey guys, I'm Falk, and today is a very special day because we're gonna do a drum lesson, number one, and number two, it's my first ever lesson on an electric kit, and this thing's just been such a blast to play on. So I have one kit at home and another one on the way, and so there's no noise that I'm allowed to make when the kids are sleeping, and so acoustic kit had to go. It stays at the studio, and now I have an electric kit at my house. But this is gonna be fun. This lesson is on hi-hat barking, and I know that sounds funny to use the word bark within drumming, and I was going to get Kyle over here on camera to actually bark to demonstrate exactly how it sounds, but I won't do that. But basically what a hi-hat bark is, it's just a really quick hi-hat open and close, okay? And so, you know, it usually lasts a 16th note, a 16th note triplet, or even a 32nd note. And just a bark on its own would sound something like this. So it's really, really quick, right? It's not one of those things where you hit the hi-hat and leave it open for a long time. All right, so it's something to make a really quick accent. And so I'll use this kind of stuff, you know, in a lot of funk songs, in a lot of like quick endings where they just want the sound to cut right away. And it's just a really good technique to have. If you want to listen to the guy who's, I think, one of the masters at hi-hat barking, it's Carter Beauford from Dave Matthews Band. That's what really inspired me to actually learn this stuff and apply it on the drum set. So what I've done is I put together 5 exercises for you guys, and they progressively get a little bit more complex as we go. So we're just going to start with exercise 1, and the hi-hat bark is on the E of 4. Okay? And generally, when I play, you know, a really quick hi-hat note like this, it will be on a 16th note, or it'll be in a kind of weird or awkward position within the bar. I don't know why that is or why that happens. It just kind of sounds best that way. So let's play exercise 1. I'm going to do it for you guys at 80 beats per minute. And now we'll try it faster at 120 beats per minute. So you'll notice there, the right hand actually comes down to hit the snare on count 4, and then the left hand does the hi-hat bark. Now you could also do it the opposite way if you like, where the right hand actually does the hi-hat bark. But I prefer to do it the other way because if you ever want to do more barks than that, it just works really cool with the left hand. Let's go to exercise 2. Exercise 2 is the bark on the ah of 1. Okay? And so here's what we're going to do is we're going to bring up our left hand from the snare drum to hit the hi-hat bark, our right hand down to the snare on count 2, and then our right hand back to the hi-hat on the end of 2. And so the best thing to do is practice this ultra slow and just get really comfortable with that. Okay, so I'm going to play this at 80 and 120 beats per minute for you. Of all these exercises, exercise number 3 is definitely my favorite. If you throw this into a song you're playing or at the end of a certain section and all the other band members hit it with you, it sounds absolutely unreal. Now the tricky thing is the timing. You'll notice the snare shot is on the count 3 with your right hand, and then all the hi-hat barks are on the 3E, the ah of 3, and then the 4E. And then there's just dead space until the start of the exercise again. And so again, you'll have to practice this very, very slow just to get comfortable with it and to really get comfortable with that timing, okay? You don't want to just do it really, really fast and then come back into the next bar early. Okay, so it's important to play with the metronome if you need to, or just have a band member play along with you and try and hit those shots along with you as well. All right, so let's go at 80 and 120 beats per minute. The next two patterns we're going to be looking at are just straight single stroke rolls. So right, left. And the snare notes, you need to bring down your hand, your right or your left hand, hit on the snare drum, and the hi-hat barks, you'll do with those hands on the hi-hats, okay? So nothing is switching up. All you're doing is right, left, the whole time with a few different kick patterns, okay? So I'm going to do this again at 80 and 120 beats per minute. So the final exercise, again, is right, left, and the hi-hat barks are on the E and the ah of count 4. Now remember, you never stop going right, left, okay? This is a little bit challenging because the way the exercise actually repeats, it ends with a kick drum and a hi-hat bark, and so restarting it might be a challenge, but if you just go really, really slow, you guys can figure that out. Here we go. Alright guys, so that's the end of the lesson on hi-hat barking. You can go ahead, download the sheet music, take it to your kit, and really start listening for this in all the music that you're hearing. And you'll start hearing it more and more, and you'll see how applicable it is and how important it is for you to actually learn it and apply it within your drumming. So please leave me a comment wherever you're watching this video. I honestly read every single one, and I'd love to hear what you have to say about this lesson and what you want for future lessons. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again very soon.